What's a secret you found out that you were 100% not supposed to know? 1. When I was a kid, my mom was studying part-time. Every month or so, she would get together for study groups with some other mums who were doing the same degree, so I got to know some of the other kids pretty well. 2 in particular, brother Adam and sister Sally, were roughly the same age as my sister and I, so we hung out with them a lot. Adam wasn't very bright and apparently had some behavioral problems, which meant he had been moved to a lot of different schools. I got along with him all right. Sally was a year younger, but definitely the smarter of the two. She had a bit of a temper and a very strong personality. Generally, I'd hang out with Adam, and my sister would hang out with Sally. We'd known them since we were about 8, and when we were about 12 or 13, Adam said he had a secret to tell me. The secret was that he'd had sex. This seemed very odd, because I'd never even seen him talk to a girl, let alone have any kind of relationship with one, and I said as much. Then he told me who it was. Sally. I didn't know what to say, so I just said, yeah, okay, and carried on as if he had never said it. In my mind, I was sure he was full of shit. That evening, I told my sister what he'd said, and she went pale. Then she told me that Sally had told her the same thing. Shortly after all this, my mum graduated, and we stopped hanging out with them as much. I still saw them from time to time, and I'm friends with Sally still on Facebook, but I've never mentioned it to anyone. 2. My mum died when I was 11, and for the last 2 years of her life, she was involved in a love affair with my father's best friend. Apparently, the affair had become somewhat known about in their circles and included a pregnancy which was aborted. I knew nothing of this until my new stepmother told me this one night when she was drunk. About a month or 2 after she married my dad. I was 16 then. 3. When I was in primary school, a friend of mine told me a secret I couldn't tell anyone. Something along the lines of her and her mother coming home and finding some lady and her dad in the bedroom and her father hitting them both and her toddler brother for coming into the room. At the time, I definitely thought it was weird. Weird enough that I still remember her telling me this almost 30 years later. But I didn't tell anyone because it was my friend's secret, and she made me swear not to tell anyone. It was only when I was in high school, and we had long lost contact, that I finally understood that this 6-year-old girl had witnessed her father cheating, and then experienced him being physically abusive to everyone in his family. I wish I had told my parents.